In a flashback, we learn that the rulers of ancient China only became kings because they worshipped a demon god named Qi Yu. But Qin unified China without relying on him, and we learn that he climbed Qi Yu's mountain after he defeated the 6 kings to perform a ceremony seeking the mandate of heaven. He approaches Qi Yu, who tells him to sacrifice 10,000 men if he wants to become emperor of China, but he just gives him a clay figure, and Qi Yu tells him it tastes terrible. Qin tells him he'll never kneel before him, and prepares to take him on, so Qi Yu becomes angry and unleashes his power. After 6 days of fighting, Qin manages to defeat Qi Yu, and becomes the first emperor of China. We return to the present, as Hilda explains that Qin used his Qi Yu technique, and Ares realizes that it was the move that Qin used to knock him down, but he wonders how it works, so Hermes explains that it took the force from Hades' attack, and redirected it back towards him. Hades gets back up, and he asks for Qin's opinion on what makes a king, so he notes that they never bend and waver, and always protect their people. But Hades laughs at his answer, since it reminds him of Poseidon, who had a strong opinion on what a god should be. Hades notes that he won't yield to a king of men, and he swings his bidon with all his might, as he tries to crush Qin. He uses his Qi Yu to absorb the force of the attack, but Hades overpowers him, and smashes him to the ground. Everyone thinks the fight is over, but Qin gets back up, and he removes his blindfold, telling Hades he's ready to continue their battle. He unleashes a barrage of attacks, and Qin manages to dodge them, but Hades tries to crush him again, so he blocks with his Qi Yu. Everyone notices that he's struggling, so Gaul becomes worried, but he blows an air bullet, which hits Hades' shoulder, causing him to get weaker. Qin uses his ability to lift him, and slams him to the ground, but Hades immediately recovers, wondering how Qin was able to counter his attack. They both charge at each other head-on, but Qin shoots Hades with his air bullet, and Hades feels his power leaving his body. His attack misses, and Qin pushes him back, as everyone notices that he was able to pierce Hades' body. He realizes that Qin uses his air bullets to disrupt the flow of his technique, and he admits that he's impressed, while Qin notes that he can see stars in Hades' body. Gaul wonders what he means by stars, so Hilda explains that they're the trigger points, which he targets to disrupt the flow of Hades' chi. But Gaul wonders why he was covering his eyes, so Hilda notes that it's because his ability has a drawback, and Gaul realizes that Qin is injured in the same spot where he hit Hades. Hades realizes that he feels the pain of others when he uses his eyes, and he thinks it's a burden, but Qin disagrees with him, telling him it helped him become the world's greatest king.